Hello and welcome everybody to yet another presentation of Hard Hats TV, or should I call it Expos TV, here on this Championship Sunday. We are prepared for the Junior State Legion Class A Tournament Semifinals. 2 games today, possibly, we'll see. This is the semis. We've advanced to the championship with a win. A chance to bring home some hardware to Rapid City. The Expos are 2-1 so far. They had a rough start, losing to a Watertown team that realistically was not one they probably should have lost to, as they finished 1-2 and bottom of the pool. But they came back. They beat Aberdeen and they beat Sioux Falls West, and took home the 1 seed out of the Stars group. And we'll take on the 2 seed from the other side. It's the old AFL switcheroony, 1 versus 2 from the other division, 1 versus 2 from the other division. It just happens to be that the 2 seed in the entire state is playing the 1 seed in the entire state here in the semifinal. We've got the striped, pinstriped reds on this morning. That's why we got the white on the scoreboard. It's black hats versus red hats. And we are ready to go. Expos come into this game 49-15. Semifinals here. I'm Oliver Fell, bringing it to you. Let me give you the lineups. Leading off is right fielder Ben Hassett for the Expos. Here's the Expos lineup. Left fielder Caden McLeod has been fantastic this tournament. 6 hits for him. He's batting second. Center fielder Lars Kiefer will bat third. Cleanup third baseman Hadley Burris. He's brought in 5 so far. The first baseman second baseman Graydon Juvie will come in and bat 5th.
Batting 6th, the shortstop, number 13.
Then following him is the shortstop, Dawson Inhofer. Batting 6th, the catcher, Carter Brager, takes up the 7-hole. First baseman, McCoy Rippentrop, will reprise his role at the 8-hole. And batting 9th, yet again, the DH, Tayton Giddings, with Trevor Schlosser on the mound. So to repeat for the Expos, the first 3, right fielder Ben Hassett, left fielder Caden McLeod, center fielder Lars Kiefer, the middle 3, third baseman Hadley Burris, second baseman Graydon Juvie, and shortstop Dawson Inhofer. And the bottom 3, catcher Carter Brager, first baseman McCoy Rippentrop, and designated hitter Tayton Giddings, with Trevor Schlosser on the mound. Now, the number 2 seeded Brookings Post 74 Chuttes. That's what they go by. They're 28-11 so far on the season. 2-1 overall.
Scott Hessler will lead the teams in the sportsmanship code. You can follow along.
Okay, in the sportsmanship code. So in the meanwhile, I'll go through the Brookings Chuttes lineup. Leading off for them, the center fielder Trey Christofferson. Shortstop Cooper Schneider will be taking up the 2. Right fielder Gavin Hemrick is third. Cleanup is second baseman Talon Hyde. First baseman Tony Friedrich is at the 5-hole. Left fielder Jay Harris will bat 6th. The catcher Max Jensen is 7th. They had a catcher ejected last night, so this is the other one. Designated hitter Ryder Anderson bats 8th, and the third baseman Will Conrad will finish it out at the 9-hole. Nolan Wagner on the mound. So to repeat for Brookings, the first 3, center fielder Trey Christofferson, shortstop Cooper Schneider, right fielder Gavin Hemrick. Oh, national anthem. I'll be back.
Proper respect is to remove all head cover, stand at attention facing the flag, and placing your right hand over your heart. Veterans and out-of-uniform military personnel may salute the flag.
All right.
Let's play baseball.
Let me recap you on that Brookings lineup. So the first three for them: center fielder Trey Christopherson, shortstop Cooper Schneider, and right fielder Gavin Hemrick. The middle three: second baseman Talon Hyde, first baseman Tony Friedrich, and left fielder Jay Harris. And the bottom three: catcher Max Jensen, designated hitter Ryder Anderson, and third baseman Will Conrad, with Nolan Wagner on the mound for them. So Schlosser versus Wagner.
If you have sunflower seeds, we ask that you would please spit them into a cup. You can get the cups at the concession stand.
And we're ready to go.
A lot of people have been working very hard.
Final day of the post-22 season for everybody.
We ask that you would honor their work.
And everybody's going to go to back-to-school shopping, get ready for the high school and or college for some of our hard hats. But high school for all these guys. They'll get ready to go back for the next year of school. It's a little dark.
I feel like that sun could be popping out.
There, it should be.
Yeah. It doesn't say that on
The radar
the weather.
sign, no.
It
I think it's a bit
shows
brighter now.
overcast, but
There's a little glare, but nothing too much.
oh no, it does show mostly cloudy for
So we are still good to go here in the state semifinals. On the other side of the bracket, as you can see in the thumbnail that I made, we have the number 4 in the state seeded Brandon Valley squad. They went 2-1, but didn't need that final game. And they will play against the 2 seed in our own group, the Sioux Falls West Post 15 team, the 5 seed. So there's a 4 versus 5 on the other side, and this is the 1 versus 2. Maybe. I don't know. He's got a brother named Ridge. Yeah. First pitch is high and outside, ball 1 for Trevor Schlosser. Thank you all for tuning in. It's an early morning. I know that for all of you guys. 8:30 back in Rapid. There's strike. Trey Christopherson, the center fielder, batting left-handed with the yellow gloves and a black bat.
never thought of that.
Takes a ball, also in the zone.
Yeah, I figure it's happened. If it hasn't, it will someday.
So we got this 9:30 game. The winner will move on to the championship at 2:30. Outside ball taken. Christopherson. A name I don't often see, but the one I think of for being one of the main characters' names in the Fantastic Mr. Fox. That's grounded over to short. Dawson Inhofer, low throw, and it's caught by Rip and Trot. That'll be the first out of the game. 6-3.
Batting second, the shortstop.
To start it off, Trey Christopherson is the first out. Fastball, strike 1. Taken in the zone. I know some company must have just sold my data because I'm getting spam things now that I didn't get
By the
before.
way, first pitch was at 9:36
So
a.m.
I hope they made more than half a cent on me. I think I'm worth that. 1-1 count. Oop, watch out. Hits the umpire straight on. Yeah. He's walking it off, it seems. It's rare to see that, but the batter ducked out of the way and it hit the ump in the shoulder, I think. That's definitely ball 2. He seems to be all right, though. Putting his mask back on, getting back behind the dish here.
You're supposed to catch that ball, man.
2-1 for Schlosser. To Schneider. So a couple of
But it takes me so long, usually.
The delivery, low and outside. And the count now 3-1. Schlosser has pitched 2.2 innings so far in this tournament, pitched a little in relief when Tayton Giddings went out with an arm injury in Game 1 against Watertown. There's a strike. He had watched 3 runs come in on an error from Hadley Burris.
Oh, there. Okay. I don't need it. I just want to make
Payoff pitch is fought away, and we'll go to another one. Schlosser in that game against Watertown, 2.2 innings pitched, allowed 2 hits, 2 walks, struck out 5. 3 runs came across on an error from Hadley Burris, and 4 were left on base. Full count. That's another one to duck out of the way of. Schlosser head hunting early, and that'll be ball 4. A walk handed out to Schneider.
Kevin Emmerich.
Cooper Schneider, I would assume to be related with the Brookings Bandits. Third baseman Owen Schneider. Also, I'm going to guess a little bit younger. Can't guarantee that. Another one inside. It gets away from Brager. Slips out of the glove, and Schneider will scamper over to second on the wild pitch. Or pass ball, I guess. What are we calling that?
fastball.
Pass ball. Up comes Gavin Hemrick.
It doesn't matter though for earned runs, even though it's not an error. The guy scored because of a fastball. It's not an earned run.
Right. On this sheet of paper, it doesn't matter.
So Gavin Hemrick coming up, I'm assuming related to Brookings Bandits right fielder Trayton Hemrick. Just another guess. We don't have anybody from the Hard Hats who's... Oh, no, we have Lars Kiefer. Lars Kiefer is the only one I think of right now that has an older brother on the Hard Hats. Ryan Negebauer was somebody last year, but he moved up to the Hard Hats. Schlosser delivers, fouled away. Dawson Inhofer had a brother come through the system, Ridge Inhofer, playing at Minnesota West. Previously, Minnesota West Community College, now moved, I believe, to Dakota State or Wesleyan. It's one of the two. But he's moved back into South Dakota for a 4-year institution. Schlosser kicks, delivers, fouled again. So getting some foul balls, not missing any bats so far.
Just a little cooler than yesterday, about 20 degrees.
And yeah, it's not 100 right now, so that's nice. Man with a hefty leadoff second. Schlosser. Curveball! Oh, just out, they say, by a matter of millimeters. And we've got the 2-2.
9:36.
He'll step off. I want to thank Post 8 for improvising on the Wi-Fi situation. It's been smooth and flawless last night and so far today. Don't want to jinx it, but great to bring all of you the live broadcast without having to upload it after. Especially for something like this that we would not be going back to any hotel in between games. I completely checked out. Checked out for the first time. It's actually very easy to check out of a hotel. I didn't know that. Payoff pitch. Swing and a miss. Strike 3. Schlosser rifles a fastball right by Hemrick. And that'll be the first out, or second out of the inning. First strikeout of the game for him.
Number 20, Talon Hyde.
Great pitch there. Challenging the batter to catch up to it from Trevor Schlosser. And it brings up Talon Hyde, the cleanup man. Hyde batting right. He's the second baseman. Strike 1. Fastball on the outside region of the plate, not the edge. Got quite a few pitchers available. I believe Juvie would be available. There's one just high. I believe Juvie is available. I'll have to check on that. Dawson Inhofer certainly available, and Ben Hassett also available. A relief ace there that you would expect them to pull to at some point during the game, during today. He could even start game 2. 1-1. Curveball, he went. Strike 2. The runaway curveball coaxes a half swing out of Talon Hyde. 1-2 count. Schlosser delivers. Fastball, foul tip, strike 3. Another strikeout from Schlosser, and it's a scoreless top of the first, something that they have done in none of their games so far this tournament.
No errors, 1 man left on base. After half inning, your score, Brookings post 7-0. Rapid City post 22, Expos coming to bat.
So, no hits, no runs, no earned runs, no errors. 1 man left on base. And it is a shutout top of the first, something the Expos have not done at any point in this tournament. They allowed 3 in the first inning against Watertown, one against Aberdeen in the first inning, and they allowed 2 last night against Sioux Falls West. So they have trailed after the top of the first in all 3 of their games so far here at Junior State. And for the first time, they are going to be even going into their side of batting. The due up, it's all the outfielders, right field, left field, center field, Hassett, McLeod, and Kiefer. McLeod making a case for tournament MVP, still has a shot at the coveted Big Stick Award, currently batting 6 for 12. Was batting more yesterday, went 2 for 4, which you wouldn't expect to be, too bad, but with the pace he was having, you would hope that he'd do a little more.
Gary? Okay.
But nothing to complain about. Ben Hassett really turned it around. He had an 0 for 3 game in Game 1, and since then has been 4 for 6. He's anticipated to pitch at some point today, by me, not by the team necessarily, but he's having a great year pitching. So Tatum getting... I believe his shoulder would still be... If his shoulder's fine, he would be eligible to come back as well. Pitched a little in against Watertown. Then Brody Lee has not been used at all in this tournament. He would be eligible as well. Dawson Inhofer, also eligible. Easton Tesh has not been used. And Ben Hassett. Inhofer and Hassett so far this year with a 0.382 and a 0.276 ERA respectively. They are both below 0.4 ERA. Hassett particularly with a devastating curveball. First pitch taken right down the middle. People who were struggling to get needing a lot of cold water to stay hydrated the last few days, showing up with blankets and jackets today. I believe it's a brisk mid-60s that's popped up in the infield. Schneider tracking, and he'll make the grab. First out, recorded on a pop out to short.
Batting second, left fielder.
And here's McLeod.
McLeod
really shown off his range in the outfield, especially during those first 2 games. Good on the defensive end, also batting very well. He's got a case, inside ball. The tournament MVP will be one of the players playing for the 4 teams that made the playoffs here today. The Big Stick, anybody. Currently, the mark that you have to catch up to is 6 from the Aberdeen Smittys leadoff man, Jahil Avilas. Take it high. We have to thank Avilas. Without him, we would maybe not be in this. Did he hit that?
No, off the glove.
Oh, it was off the glove, but it was still a strike. Two-one count. Take it high. Nope, called strike. Just caught the letters. Got the cursive script on today. Nolan Wagner dealing. Swung on and grounded over to second. Some friendly hops take it to first, and that'll be the second out. This infield a little more watered, a little less dusty, a little less cratered, all worked on by the post-8
Batting third, center fielder.
Post-8 parents and staff here.
Keeper.
So it's going to be a little more consistent on the bounces, you would assume.
Yep.
Which is a good thing for competitive advantage and, not having funky little things happen. Lars Kiefer now up. Swing and a miss, strike 1. Wagner 2 down. Here in the bottom of the first. Take and strike yet again. I don't remember. I don't know. Wilson's the kid. He's a dentist, I think. I think the guy's a dentist. Swung on and turned foul. Good contact, however, from Lars Kiefer. Batting 4 for 9 is what I have. Kiefer. Got some serious speed. If he hits one, that's going to be lifted into left, and that'll get down. There's the first hit of the ball game. A 2-out single from Lars Kiefer. 2 outs is where the Expos have lived this tournament, or at least last night. They scored 6 runs yesterday. All 6 of them came when there were 2 outs. Lars Kiefer leading off so far. 2 stolen bases to 1 caught stealing. There's a strike. Something to note for Brookings, they had a catcher ejected last night. And so this is not the guy they did yesterday. It could be a backup. Take it high. So it's possible that this is not the guy who is necessarily going to have the strongest arm if he was benched yesterday. That could be. Yeah, good point. 1-1. Take it inside. Kiefer takes off. The throw is good, but not gonna bounce out of the glove. He had to pick it back up. And that'll be a stolen base. Very close call there for Kiefer. The ball rattled around, and he was safe before it was finally collected by the shortstop Schneider. That'll be his 3rd steal of the tournament. That's going to be lifted into center, going back on it, and still drifting, making the grab. The center fielder, Trey Christofferson, and that'll be the first inning. So neither team scores. The Expos do get a hit, and we're in for a doozy.
On 1 hit, no errors, 1 man left on base.
1 hit, no runs, no earned runs, no errors.
Post 74-0.
1 man left on.
Post 22, Expos 0.
Still 0-0. A far cry from the 4-2 first inning we got yesterday.
You know, you can talk all you want about 5 tool players, and now the others mean much if you can't hit.
Generally.
The 5, 6, and 7 due up. Friedrich, Harris, and Jensen.
I had 16.
Okay. I had 15, but I think I forgot to do the last one.
Okay.
So I'm pretty
We'll go into the top of the 2nd inning. Trevor Schlosser on the mound yet again. Got 2 strikeouts to finish off the first. He'll face Trey, Jay, and Max. Or sorry, Tony, Jay, and Max.
Leading off for Brookings post 74 in the 2nd inning. The first baseman, number 28, Tane Friedrich.
Friedrich. Hunch stance, full beard. Rarely see that on a junior Legion player. Inside ball. Or Tony Friedrich.
Tane.
This is Tane. Is it? Okay. Tane Friedrich takes another strike. Schlosser's fastball hitting its mark so far.
Not a lot yet. McLeod would have a good shot at it.
1-2. Curveball off the shoulder. And it'll leave a little dent in the tank there.
Yeah.
Tane Friedrich, the first baseman, will reach base. I don't just a stole read, but I'm not expecting a stolen base here.
Jay Harris.
Jay Harris, the left fielder, now up with the little fire bat. That's like a bestseller. I've seen that tons this year. Even one of the hard hats has it. Wonder if it's at Shields or what? Big Five, Dick's. Sports Authority is gone. Hope you guys got something at the clearance sale. It was pretty good deals. There's a ball. It's a once-in-a-generation thing when the big retail sports store goes down. So make sure you got all your shin guards and whatnot.
He's 5 for 14 now, and 0 for 1 today.
Double play in effect. Just high.
Always pitch, so I could be wrong about that.
Brager behind the plate yet again. He's caught one, allowed two. Very short lead for the first baseman, Friedrich. And Jay Harris.
6 for, and he made him out, so he's 6. No, yeah, he's 6 for 13. That's like 452, I think. It's somewhere in there.
3-1.
Yeah, you say it's pretty good.
Schlosser handed out one walk. That's a curveball. Strike 2. Caught the inside of the plate. And we've got a full count. Harris yet to dislodge the bat from his shoulder. Schlosser, 2 Ks so far. Only one walk handed out. We'll see. Curveball, swing and a miss, strike 3. He gets him to chase. And another strikeout for Schlosser. 3 Ks so far on 4 outs.
Batting 7th, the catcher, number 25,
His
Max Jensen.
second on a full count. So that payoff pitch been a strength of his. He did also hand out a walk on a full count, but ignore that.
Sorry.
Settle down over there.
Max Jensen, the catcher, now up.
The breeze got a hold of it.
The step catcher, would you?
You realize they've got a big card, right?
So we got a catcher at home and a first baseman at first. That has the makings of a double play.
Yeah.
I hope I'm not the first to try it.
0-1, Schlosser, fastball, fouled away. Jensen with a kind of slow swing. I wonder if he uses that to bloop things,
That breeze.
because he's barely catching up to these. If Schlosser gives him something high, I bet he gets a K.
Actually, this will be a good game no matter what happens, right?
0-2, high fastball is what I'd go with here,
Now remember, we're
judging by the slow swing and barely catching up to these. The 0-2.
Okay.
Breaking ball, strike 3 called. Another ball placed right where it needs to be. Schlosser firing on all cylinders this morning. 4 strikeouts and 5 total outs recorded. Schlosser cutting, slicing and dicing this lineup. Here's Ryder Anderson.
Yeah.
Anderson, left-handed DH. Strike 1, called in the upper outside corner. I believe that'd be zone 7 on MLB's StatCast. Swing and a miss, strike 2. The fastball right by him. And looking for his 5th strikeout in 8 batters. Trevor Schlosser looking to strike out the side. Full count, payoff pitch, swing and a miss, strike 3. He does it. 3 Ks in the top of the 2nd. And Brookings, yet again, scoreless. Without a hit through 2 innings. Trevor Schlosser.
No errors, 1 man left on base.
Tearing apart this Brookings Shoots lineup.
Post 74 0, Rapid City Post 22, Expos 0.
So, no hits lead to no runs. There are no earned runs, no errors. 1 man left on, bring the total up to 2.
Yeah.
Still no hits through 2 innings. Trevor Schlosser with 5 strikeouts on 6 total outs.
I think so.
He has been lethal.
Yeah,
And Wagner coming back out. Wagner allowed 1 2-out single from Lars Kiefer, but other than that, he's been good. He'll face Juvie, Inhofer, and Brager.
What's his name?
Closer.
Schlosser. Okay.
Gave up 3 runs, but they were all unearned.
5 Ks.
2 hits, 5 strikeouts, 2 walks the first game. And he's got 5 strikeouts now the second game already.
He's bringing it today, no question. How's he doing pitches today?
Pitchers, he's got 28 so far.
38?
38, you're correct. 38. I misread what I read.
Yep. When you had the 8 grade, I knew you were spot on.
Braden Juvie coming up batting .250 so far. Something he's 2 for 8 in the tournament, but also something to note for him. He took 3 walks yesterday. His final 3 at bats, he earned a walk in each of them.
22 Expos in the second inning. Second baseman.
So he has all the makings of a great table setter.
It does say somewhere here in the book.
That's somebody who gets on base and allows others to bring him in. Strike 1 delivered by Wagner.
Oh, sorry, right here.
Yeah.
45 pitches. If you throw 45 pitches in game 1, you can't come back and throw game 2.
Swung on, popped up into shallow left. A couple people going after it. We'll see. There's a lot of cooks in the kitchen here, but they make the out.
Or you can't not throw. You can't come back and throw 55 in game 2.
The left fielder calls him off. Jay Harris squeezes it for out number 1.
Number 13, Dawson Inhofer.
And Dawson Inhofer back up.
Schulzer has not done much on the batting side.
Bunt shown. It gets away.
1 for 6
Ball 1.
going in,
Good pitching beats good hitting.
and he took it when the DH and falling
This kid is pitching right now. This one, I'm doing too bad.
Wagner swung on and lifted high into right center. That ball's carrying, and it'll get over the center fielder. Dawson Inhofer rounding for second. He'll hold up there. A stand-up double for Dawson Inhofer. His first extra base hit of the tournament. And the Expos finally have a man in scoring position with a chance to take the lead here in the bottom of the second.
Batting 7th, the catcher, number 11, Carter Rager.
Inhofer having a heck of a week. He went 4 for 6 at the senior tournament. He's now 4 for 9 here at the junior tournament. Carter Brager now up. Brager reached base on hit by pitch twice. I don't think he can manipulate that, but he could try. Bunt shown, pulled back just high. The catcher tries to pull it back in the zone. Brager had 5 at-bats. 3 of them ended in a ground out to second. But with bunt defense, it might be different. Inhofer takes off, and the ball slips out of the glove of the catcher. Inhofer will take third base, stolen. Yet another steal for the seemingly uncatchable Inhofer. The only time he got out on the bases in recent memory was when he turned back inexplicably on a pickoff, thinking there was going to be a throw. Outside ball taken. 2-1. Hard contact might bring in Inhofer. He sure is speedy. A squeeze bunt, also a possibility. Swing and a miss for Brager. Strike 2. Curveball gets a whiff for Wagner. Brager, the 2-2. Swung on and hit hard into left field. It'll be caught by Harris. Tagging up is Inhofer, and he will score. And the Expos are on the board here in the semifinals of the Junior Legion Tournament, on top 1-0. Sacrifice fly for Carter Brager.
Batting 8, the first baseman, number 28, McCoy Rippentrop.
2 outs now in the inning, but no complaining from anybody over here. Inhofer gets brought in after that double, and now with 2 outs, McCoy Rippentrop is up. He's got some home run power in him. Hit a ball to dead center at the, where was it? It was, I can't remember the name of it. It was that field in the playoffs, the quarterfinals of the Gopher Classic. Rippentrop with some of the best exit velocity in the organization. Wagner gives him something, just fouled off. That ball high. He's just able to get a little bat under it.
They put that lightning rod up there as an extended power pole for God's over or
I believe they did.
Swung on, fouled away.
back when Hustler used to play here, he did home runs up off that way on lightning pole.
Yep.
The Hustler pole.
1-2. Just low, good
And
take.
a good 3/4 of the way up.
I think he might be disagreeing with you. I don't know.
2-2. Popped up, that could be playable. The catcher running after it, and he will drop it! In and out of the glove for Max Jensen. And
Kind of is.
I think it is. It's a tough play, but.
I think they'll go down as an error as it bounced in the mitt and fell right out.
Well, I think he got it all in there.
I kind of agree, because then now, because he's out of the inning.
I mean, this is.
So the inning goes on. It's 2-2. Low ball. This is the other catcher, though.
Something right now, here is more.
That's something. Had they not been ejected, maybe that other catcher would have made the play.
Throwing these extra pitches.
Payoff pitch. Fouled away again. Big clang off the facade of the Hyde Stadium overhang.
That could be the difference of two or three.
And this is now turned into, what would it be? I believe it's a 7-pitch at bat. Ball 4 taken. And McCoy Rippentrop will reach base on that dropped catch from Jensen.
Batting ninth, the designated hitter, number 23, Tatum Giddings.
Now it's definitely an error. I mean,
Well, that doesn't change it.
I know, but I mean.
Tatum Giddings now what? The last one to come to bat for the Hard Hats. He shimmies, has his odd little stance, and pops it up in the infield. Friedrich going after it, ranging towards the dugout, and it'll bounce in the dugout and head out to second. Kind of an odd bounce. Strike one. There's a lot of foul territory here at Hyde Stadium, as you can all see. A lot of space to move around. Oh, 1. Giddings. Watches a breaking ball. Ooh, it caught it on the way out. Curveball catches the zone at the back of the plate. 0-2. McCoy Rippentrop did actually steal a base yesterday. Swing and a miss, strike 3. Wagner slips a fastball by Giddings, but the Expos are on the board.
1 run for Rapid City in the second inning. On 1 hit.
That's the first strikeout of the game for Wagner.
1 man left on base. After 2 innings, the score, Rapid City Post 22 Expos.
And
1,
that'll be it. So
Expos
1
7,
hit
4-0.
leads to 1 run. It is earned. There is also an error on Jensen, and 1 man is left on base.
28, or no, 30. 30.
And the Expos on top going into the top of the 3rd inning. They control the game so far. Trevor Schlosser is dealing on the mound. 5 strikeouts over just 2 innings of play. I gotta see what his record is this year. He's not. Oh, his real record, he's 9-1.
To put himself in a better position.
But his single game strikeout record, 9. 9 against Boxelder post 15.
Yeah.
He had an 8 strikeout complete game no-hitter against the 320 Shooters earlier this year. He did walk too, but no-hitter.
For Brookings Post 74 in the 3rd inning. Batting ninth, the 3rd baseman, number 27, Will Conrad.
And the last of the Brookings lineup getting their chance here with the green bat. It is Will Conrad. There is another Conrad. I can't remember what his first name is, but there is another Conrad on the senior team. Grounded over to short. Backhanded grab by Inhofer. Throw across the diamond. Gets away. McCoy Rippentrop was running after it. The runner is stuck. Uh-oh, he slipped. Throw back to first. Didn't get him. Rippentrop didn't notice that the man fell over. Is he hurt? He might be.
Might just be out of that.
The Yeah,
That's a hit.
Conrad started to move around, called a hit, officially not an error
Because he didn't go to
Yeah,
the-
because he didn't advance. He tried, he slipped. Rippentrop threw to second, thinking that it would be a closer play. Didn't realize that the runner had
Number 11,
fallen over.
Trey Christopherson.
And Breaker did his best to cover the bag and make a play there, but the throw back from second too late. Bunt put down. It's got some backspin, and it's out. So that slight hill that's formed at the edge of the grass here gives all of these bunts a disadvantage as they get a little more push towards the chalk than they would in a turf field.
It'll be just fine.
The leadoff man, Christopherson, grounded out to short his last time up. If he does that again, it's probably two.
For what he's trying to do, he ran him dirt out to the pitcher. He's gonna do what he wants.
Heavy lead at first. Pickoff is imminent and late.
Coach was never afraid to put on the suicide squeeze when I was up, because he knew I'd get my bat on it somehow, no matter where it was.
0-1. Still moving around at first. Fastball outside.
And even though I couldn't run, I'd get a bent one base hit every year or two every year, just because they think it was gonna go foul and I wouldn't.
1-1 for Christopherson. He's got the custom nameplate on the back here. Man at first, wiggling his fingers. He takes off. Rager, the throw is a good one, but high. And it'll roll away. That's a stolen base for Conrad. I think I might know his tell. He was really wiggling those fingers. That was pretty apparent. But anyways, he makes it regardless. And now the Chuttes with their first runner in scoring position of the day. Christopherson, the infield playing in, expecting a sacrifice bunt. High and outside, and now it's 3-1. Schlosser handed out one walk so far, but he's been pretty great in his control. As soon as you start feeling like you got a swing, it's pretty much over against Schlosser. You can take, but as soon as you try to swing, you're probably missing the ball. Fastball, called strike, just caught the bottom of the zone, thanks to the low strike zone of Trey Christopherson. And the sun is coming out. Glorious here in a early August Sunday morning in Pierre, South Dakota. And it's going to go away as soon as it came. Payoff pitch. Strike three called. That's what I thought. He hit the corner. Trevor Schlosser with his sixth strikeout of the ball game. Second looking. That was a pinpoint accuracy pitch right there. And an important one to get the out. The first of the top of the third. It brings up Schneider. Schneider took a walk his last time up on a full count. Made it to second. So actually it wasn't the first time that a man had made it to second. Schlosser steps off the mound to look at Conrad. I want to say the guy's name is Ryan Conrad. I'm not totally sure. Popped up into foul territory. Rippentrop on his horse, and it'll bounce off the top on the Envirotech Waste Services sign.
By Wahi Glass in the lawn chair game.
Shout out to them. They have like
Our first foul went out of the stadium today.
metal plates with the printed stuff on them. You don't see that too often. Usually it's banners. Ball in the dirt, and it's starting to get away. The catcher had to get around a pick in the form of Schneider, who was just standing in his box and obscured the ball. And in the commotion on the wild pitch, Conrad will reach third.
Conrad's 3 for 6 now. He's got a shot at the stick. He gets enough at that.
Schneider, 1-1. Curveball, strike two. Perfect, right down central.
He's the 9th place hitter, but he's 3 for 6.
Schneider Takes a fastball, strike 3 call. That's number 7 for Trevor Schlosser.
They're gonna have to win for him to get on
Don't
the
say
side.
nothing to the guy, don't say nothing.
The right fielder, number 1, Gavin Hemrick.
Another great pitch from Schlosser. He is throwing good stuff exactly where he wants it. Curveball, strike 1. He's going to be on the offensive against Hemrick. He was able to strike him out last time. Ball low. Infield playing pretty deep, trying not to get anything by him. That's going to be a weird pop-up, and Schlosser misses the grab. There's going to be a play at first. He picks it up. The throw is online, and that's a lesson in hustle. You got to start running there.
Oh, God.
Gavin Hemrick did not run on that pop-up. I don't think he knew where the ball was. He assumed it out, and after Schlosser dropped it, he started to run and didn't get there in time. Had he started to run earlier, it would have been over.
1 man left on base. After 2.5 innings, your score.
So, despite the single, nobody scores. Schlosser threw 3 shutout innings here in the semifinals. Here's time to give him some more cushion. 53 pitches so far, apparently. 1 hit, turns into no runs, no earned runs, no official errors, though there was that drop, though it didn't end up turning into anything. And then 1 man left on third. So they've had a man left on every inning.
Yeah, Carter, yeah.
But that really is a lesson in hustle. If Hemrick had taken off after realizing that, then he would have been safe. A run might have even scored.
Yeah. He like walked. I mean, it should have been. He obligatory walk to get.
Yeah.
Yeah, they did
Yeah.
have a lot of
That's
problems with that guy.
you
concede the play.
But Schlosser has been pitching fantastically here today. 7 strikeouts through 3 innings. Just unbelievable pace. And the Expos have been struggling to get hits off Nolan Wagner. They do have 2, though. But 1 run is a lead, but not a strong lead. They should hope to keep adding to it. At least get to 4 runs.
Ben Hassett.
Ben Hassett going to lead things off. We're back up to the top of the order in the top of the bottom of the 3rd. Hassett batting 400 so far. That one well outside. Thank you all for tuning in. 70 of you here in the chat. This is the semifinals. If the Expos were to win, they would play at 2:30 again against the winner of Brandon Valley and Sioux Falls West. From what I understand, they would also be the home team in that game as the number 1 seed in the state coming in and the 1 seed out of their pool, and everybody's 2-1. That's going to be swung on and hit into left center. That one's got some carry, and Harris makes a sliding grab. And a great play from Jay Harris.
The left fielder, number 18, Kane McLeod.
Will be the first out. So Hassett unlucky there after making good contact to a well-placed part of the park. That's fouled away. Kane McLeod, 6 for 13, got an MVP candidacy, but got to keep it up. McLeod, 2 doubles so far in the tournament, had 1 yesterday. 3 runs, 3 RBIs, 2 steals. Ball taken outside. McLeod also with the great range and a good glove and left. Taken high. Jensen really did pull that one down pretty quick, but to the point where it was probably too exaggerated for the umpire to even give it to him if it was a strike. Swung on and hit into center field. That ball is moving, and the center fielder ranging and making the over-the-shoulder grab. Another good grab in center from Trey Christofferson, and that's the second out. So despite 2 hard-hit balls into the outfield, Brookings able to track them both down.
The center fielder, number 12, Lars Kiefer.
The defense came to play here for Brookings, that's for sure. Except for maybe Jensen.
Those are 2 smoke balls.
Yeah, that's where.
And Lars Kiefer now up. He had the first hit of the day, a single, with 2 outs in the top of the first, or the bottom of the first. There's strike 1. Low ball outside.
I've seen them keep it like was the girls' camp.
Swung on and again hit high into left center. That one's got some carry. Headed to the track, and it is over the head of the left fielder. Harris gets it, and Christofferson will throw it in. A very deep double. That's out in a lot of parks, at least 350 feet. Lars Kiefer got all of that thing. Had he taken it towards the pole, that's out of here.
The third baseman, number 14, Hadley Burris.
Instead, it'll be a 2-out double.
Well, I don't know Brookings pitchers and what he's got left, but I would consider putting somebody else in there after 3 hard shots.
Yeah, 3 straight hits into the outfield. That have been hard. Hadley Burris now up. The RBI leader so far in this tournament for us. Maybe overall, I don't know, 5 RBIs.
It's a matter of I don't really have anybody any better to throw in there.
4 for 9 is what I have. For Burris, batting a good cleanup in the stead of Dexter Steen, traditionally the 4-hole hitter this year. McCoy Rippendrop also playing first. There is a little bit of rain starting to fall. It's sprinkling. But, oh, Kiefer takes off. Picked up by Jensen. Throw is a solid one, but late. A good jump will lead to a stolen base, and Kiefer 90 feet away. His 4th steal of the tournament. He also might have an MVP candidacy. Currently, what I have is 6 for 11. And with the game he's having here, taken high again. Ball 3. 3-1 the count. Burris with a walk would bring up Juvie. Juvie yet to get an RBI. Burris has 5. Probably because Burris is stealing them all. There's a strike, just barely. Dexter Steen doing the job of first base coach over there. He even got the spit down. Popped up. That should be a routine out. Start running, Steen. Don't forget what happened last day. Oh, he dropped it again! Jensen dropped yet another pop-up foul ball.
Gotta call another error.
Oh, and yet again, that would have ended the inning. Excruciating for the Chutes, as the replacement catcher, Max Jensen, has dropped 2. And the inning goes on. This could come back to haunt them. Burris, take it high, ball 4, and yet again, the inning will continue as the runner reaches base on the drop foul ball.
I'm sure that's what the Brookings team cleared today.
The umpires, are they talking about rain right now? What are they talking about?
The second baseman, number 19, Braden Juvie.
Ooh, watch out. And taking off, delayed steal, a good decision by Burris. He notices a outside pitch and takes off. So 2 in scoring position now. 1-0 count to Braden Juvie. He swings on one and hits it into center. It's going to be right into the glove of the center fielder. Unlucky. That one just kept lifting. And despite the great contact all around for the Expos, they do not bring in any. Some unlucky,
No runs for Rapid City in the 3rd inning.
just an unlucky
On
deal.
1 hit, 1 error, 2 men left on base.
2 hits, one hit
Rapid City Post 22.
leads to no runs, no earned runs. There is an error on Jensen, his second of the game,
That's about
and
150 feet out.
2 left on.
4 hard shots.
And you can hear it. That was a lot of good hitting, but none of it seemed to get down. Harris and Christofferson were tracking down everything.
Yeah, they really played well out there, man. Holding the kids to the double.
And we're reaching the midway point of the game here, top of the 4th. And it's only a 1-0 ball game. The Expos been the better team here today, but there's not a lot to show for it. But got to keep playing. Doesn't matter who wins on paper, only who wins in total runs. And Schlosser back out. He has been dynamite here
Hyde.
in the semifinal game. 7 strikeouts on 9 total outs. Only allowed the 1 hit. Walked 1, hit 1. He'll face Hyde now. Talon Hyde struck out swinging to end the first inning. Strike 1 taken. As soon as you start having to swing against Schlosser, you really are already out. Fastball popped up. And on top of us, nope, misses. Over to the street. There are some walkers early this morning on the street adjacent. You got to watch out. Curveball, strike 3! He does it again! 8 Ks for Trevor Schlosser. And Brookings just has no answer.
The first baseman, number 28, Kane Friedrich.
And it brings up Friedrich. Friedrich was down in the count 1-2 before getting hit in the shoulder. Curveball, strike 1. Schlosser is putting it exactly where he wants it every time, with good break and velocity. He's going to make a fine pitcher for the Hard Hats. Curveball grounded over to third. Backhanded grab from Burris. Impressive. He throws and stretching, making the play is McCoy Rippentrop for the second out. Good play there from Burris, being able to field the bounce on a hard hit ball.
Left fielder, number 10, Jay Harris.
And it brings up Harris. Harris making the standout catch on a hard hit from Ben Hassett in the first, or in the top of the bottom of the third, sorry. Harris struck out full count last time. He's got a very large, high stance. Got the shoulders all the way up. I think that's to maybe make some velocity on the downswing. I don't know. It's grounded back up the middle. He tries to backhand it. Schlosser falls over. Handled by Inhofer. Ball in the dirt, and it cannot be scooped by Rippentrop. That was a chaotic play, but it'll lead to the man safe at first.
I think he's 6.
I thought I would give it a knee.
So that spiked ball from Inhofer will end up
Number 25.
leading to the man reaching. There's the first official error of the game for the Expos. That was a chaotic play. Bounced off the hand of Schlosser. He fell over trying to backpedal and then was handled on a bounce by Inhofer. Grounded softly. Schlosser gets it this time. He will handle it underhand at first, and there's the out. Yet again, another shutout inning for Trevor Schlosser. And despite the error, nobody scores. The Expos on top 1-0. Still a very tight game.
No hits, 1 error, 1 man left on base. After 3.5 innings, you score.
Things are going pretty well for the Expos, all in all, but they just need to pull away. They're playing better right now. They just got to pull away. No hits lead to no runs, no earned runs, 1 error, and 1 man left on. So yet again, 1 left on. That's been the case in every inning so far. 4 left on base. 1 on third, 1 on second, 2 on first. And Wagner, who has been allowing some good contact, and has gotten away with it thanks to his outfielders. Going to come back out. He'll face Inhofer, Brager, and Rippentrop. 2 hard hitters in that group. I'm hoping that they put Inhofer right after Schlosser, because it seems like this team just keeps getting struck out, and you know who's going to strike him out even more? Dawson Inhofer. He struck out 6 consecutive batters against Alliance Nebraska and the senior squad during the Veterans Classic earlier this year. He's a routine 2 strikeouts an inning kind of guy. He does allow some hard contact, but he has a 0.386 ERA here at the junior level. So, doesn't really allow many runs. He's completely fresh, has not been used on the mound in this one. He hasn't been used in the tournament, that is. Burke Eschmeyer, available on the bench. He was the shortstop in Game 1 while Dawson was at the senior tournament. So, in the event that they want to move Dawson onto the mound, they can put Eschmeyer in at short.
For Rapid City hosts 22 Expos in the 4th inning. The shortstop, number 13, Dawson Inhofer.
Inhofer going to lead off this inning. He had a towering double into center field his last time up. Curveball, ball or strike? I don't know. Calling it a ball. Fastball swung on and turned foul towards the pole. No dink.
Foul balls can be returned to the concession
And
stand
1-1.
Sponsored by Wahi Glass.
Oliver Felgren is to you. Hard Hats TV this morning. The state semifinals. Check swing. Did he go? I don't think so. They do say so. So, 1-2. Inhofer just went. Curveball in the dirt. Not going to entice him. Not hardly appetizing enough to get a bite.
Somebody would have caught it, you would think.
2-2. Wagner. Just the 1K on the day. It was looking. That's grounded off the ankle of Inhofer. Seems all right.
Yeah, so it's, I'm guessing it was their guy, because this is the post 15 guy scored this game, and he has him at 105. And
2-2. Wagner throws high, ball 3.
Nice try, catcher.
Yeah, the catcher tried to pull it back in, but
yeah,
didn't do it. And the full count pitch. Swing and a miss, strike 3. Wagner, his 2nd K of the day, and he will start it off with a well-earned strikeout against Dawson Inhofer.
Carter Rager.
I almost feel like I should edit that, but
And it brings up Brager. He had a sacrifice fly on a line drive to left, which would have gotten down against a lot of outfielders, I think. Curveball well outside, taken. On deck is Rippentrop. He brings the muscle. That's swung on and popped up into center. Drifting. And making the grab is Christofferson. 2 outs now. Wagner, all in all, prevented
Number 28,
a lot of offense
Floyd Ribbentrop.
from occurring. It has been in a very sketchy manner, but he has done it.
I was just gonna say, the outfielders have been kept busy.
And up comes Rippentrop. Swung on and hit into center field. Christofferson running back in. He will make another grab. You can't buy a hit here today. Good contact from Rippentrop does not lead to anything.
Rapid City in the 4th inning.
No hits, no runs, no earned runs, no errors. Nobody left on. A 1-2-3 inning
After 4 innings,
for
the score, Rapid
Nolan
City,
Wagner.
Expos 1, Brookings post 74-0.
And Brookings just hanging around, waiting for their turn. And Schlosser definitely going to run up against a pitch count eventually. The Expos not really pulling away, opening themselves up at the moment.
Schlosser, does Schlosser have his 405 today?
Yeah, he
I
should.
think if he can pitch 105.
Yeah, I mean, I know he pitched once, but I don't remember when.
He pitched 60, but it was on the first day of the tournament.
Okay, so he's
He
got
had
There's no
He had
cap.
He had Friday starting off, he's got 105 pitches.
Okay.
Yeah.
There's no cap on the tournament, right? No pitching cap.
No, 105 pitches.
He's only at 61. If he can stay
He's
this
at
efficient,
61
I
right
can't
now.
believe him.
How about Brookings pitcher? What'd you get?
Okay, well, Schlosser has been magnificent
68.
here today. And the Expos clinging to a narrow 1-0 lead. This is the kind of game that Brookings could still pull out. They're hanging around right here, and a few things go wrong. You get an error in there, you get a lucky bounce, something like that, and it could very well swing the other way.
74 in the 5th inning. The designated hitter, number 34, Ryder Anderson.
Up comes Anderson. He struck out on 3 pitches his last time up.
Pretty nice game. Yeah. Shortstop, but.
First pitch called strike. That might be a little generous. I thought that was at the lower kneecap. They call it in the middle. And an 0-1. Curveball, strike 2 called just on the edge. And could he strike him out on 3 pitches again? He did it in the first time. Can he catch up to the heater? Let's see. Well, he doesn't have to. It misses outside.
Good 0-2 pitch, though.
Oh, yeah. Great pitch.
1-2, looking for number 9.
He's not up on a pitch count, it is.
Curveball, swing and a miss, strike 3.
Pitch count or no pitch count.
9 strikeouts on the game for Trevor Schlosser.
The third baseman, number 27, Will Conrad.
And that is the first out in the top of the 5th. Schlosser pitching a masterpiece. And it brings up Conrad. Conrad, the only one with a hit in this whole game for Brookings.
You don't get him out, nobody's going to care what the pitch count is.
Outside ball, Conrad currently hitting 500 on the tourney, I hear.
Better to get him out on 3 pitches than 5.
Yeah, but better to get him out on 5 than give up a hit on 3.
Curveball, strike 1. That curveball fastball combo has been lethal. Oh, I think I see Brandon Valley posing for a picture by the lake. Curveball, strike 2.
You're on top of it all.
Yeah. I mean, it's a good background with the
Yeah,
cat.
it is a nice background for a picture.
1-2.
Honestly, I was
Looking for yet another K. Double digits on the line here against Conrad. Fastball popped up and out of play.
Foul balls can be returned to the concession stand for $1, sponsored by Wahi Glass and the Lawn Chair Game.
Conrad digs in again. Schlosser winds up, kicks, delivers. Fastball right by him. Strike 3. 10 Ks on the game for Trevor Schlosser. And the first 2 both go down swinging here in the top of the 5th inning.
The center fielder, number 11, Trey Christofferson.
Trevor Schlosser dicing apart this offense. Christofferson done a great job in center today, and definitely getting his steps in. 0 for 2 with the strikeout looking. Fastball up and away. Yeah, a little more rain coming down. This is slightly stronger than the other one, but still small drops. Curveball just off. Almost caught the zone. Christofferson, a small lefty. So kind of an odd, rare combo that you don't usually pitch to. High ball, and Schlosser down in the count, 3-1. Christofferson did strike out in a full count looking last time up. Fastball. And that'll be inside ball 4. So just the second walk of the game given out by Schlosser with 2 outs here in the bottom or the top of the 5th.
Cooper Snyder.
The leadoff man is aboard. Christofferson definitely shown his speed today out at center. Very likely stolen base candidate. He's got the mid on. He's ready. And here is Schneider. Pickoff is, no, just a little late. Close call. The rain starting to come down a little more heavily. Speckled gray on the concrete. Pickoff is kind of weirdly sidearmed, and that was probably the best possible thing that could have came out of that. That felt like a ball that could have gotten away. Rippentrop able to block it with his glove. Curveball, strike 1. The wet conditions, not going to change how he's pitching. It is going to get on the window in front of you guys, though. Sorry about that. Curveball high. 1-1. Schneider, just like pretty much everybody else, has struck out to Schlosser today once and actually walked on 4 pitches, or on 5 pitches in the first. Curveball, strike 2. Right?
Tell him to be ready.
Nope.
Sorry.
Ball.
Just in case.
Just off, they say. Pickoff. Late. Christofferson noticed the moment that he turned. Otherwise, that was a pretty good throw. Rain picking up. Could be an issue at some level. We got some rain this morning, but not too much. This is an all-dirt field. Inside, no, called strike. Just caught the inside of the plate. Shortstop Schneider looks back at the umpire. Maybe a little pardon being said there. And we got a 2-2. Schlosser looking for number 11 to get out of the inning. Swing and a miss, he does it! Striking out the side yet again, Trevor Schlosser. 5 shutout innings of 1-hit ball here in the semifinals at State. What a performance.
No runs for Brookings in the 5th inning. No hits, no errors, 1 man left on base. After 4
no hits, no runs, no earned runs, no errors. Another inning with 1 man left on. And he's left a man on each inning, which is kind of odd. But Schlosser has been unbelievable.
You're gonna have to be pretty efficient. 83 at all.
Yeah, could do it, but might not.
Brandon, did you see him draw the line?
I didn't see him drop.
Strike out with his foot?
Oh, I thought he was just kicking it straight away.
He did, but he did it right up. He did it right about 3 inches in on the plate in a straight line.
I feel it's coming
It
through.
was a aggressive kick of the dirt, but it was a very straight
It is still raining,
because that
as you all can see.
called strike.
I look at the strike from here.
Can't do too much about that.
We'll hope not, but yeah, it certainly could happen.
Yeah, we could probably pretty safely put Brookings off the.
I think they've been off since day 1.
I would have never even put him on the counter.
Technically, everyone's off there. Everyone's really happy for the overhang committee for different reasons now.
Yeah.
Everybody have a napkin or a Kleenex?
I think you can go into the next room over there.
Yeah, next year we play.
For Rapid City Post 22 Expos in the 5th inning. The designated hitter, number 23, Caden Gidding.
All right, I'm back. Giddings leads things off.
Ball 1, you didn't miss it.
Good.
All right. Wiped it off a little for you guys. I think I wiped a little high, but yeah, I might have to try that again. But we'll pay attention to this at bat for now. It's 3-1. Wagner calls it a strike. And full count now here to Giddings. He struck out swinging his last time against Wagner. One of just two to do so. He pops it up, and it'll be foul. Man, I got a serious amount of dirt there. Yeah. Swing and a miss, strike three. And Giddings goes down.
The right fielder, number 15, Ben Hassett.
And it brings up Hassett. Hassett with a seriously good hit into left, but unfortunately for him, Harris was there.
I find it good taking on cleaned our windows, our patio door, picture of that. Let's give us that day.
Swung on and grounded over to short second, and it's flubbed by the second baseman.
Right on the window.
Come on, dude, it's like.
Okay, there you go.
New, right?
All clean. Shiny even.
Left
I'm
fielder.
sure that more rain will come and undo my progress.
Foul.
But there's an error.
For a few days, it'll actually be worth it. Not even
Error on the second baseman, Talon Hyde.
That's fine.
Will put a dangerous runner, Ben Hassett, on the bases. He stole one base yesterday, has stolen over 20 on the season.
Especially along like that, when everybody could see it.
Strike one. Called. The weather undoing my progress. Very upsetting. Hassett, looking like he's about to jump. He won't. Inside, weaving out of the way, is McLeod. McLeod, 0 for 2, currently playing himself out of the MVP. Popped up into shallow left center. Christofferson underneath it, and he will make the grab for the second out.
He's gonna let him that,
The center fielder, number 12, Lars Kiefer.
And here's the man with half the hits for the entire total game. There are 4 total hits between the two teams. He has 2 of them. Lars Kiefer, 2 for 2 with a single and a double, 2 steals. He could definitely bring in Hassett here. Hassett can fly around those bases. He takes off. Jensen's throw is solid, but out of the glove of the second baseman. Also, he wouldn't have gotten him in time. Ben Hassett steals second. Second steal of the tourney for Hassett. And the speedy right fielder leads off a second now. Was called a strike. It's 0-1. Yep, stepping off.
No.
He's not gonna come back with us. No way.
Lars Kiefer, 2 for 2 on the day. Ball in the dirt, blocked by Jensen.
Good play catch.
Yes.
That nearly went through his legs, but he's able to get a glove on it.
Come gotta catch it. Still blocked.
1-1. Popped up and to the street.
Foul balls can be returned to the concession stand for $1. Sponsored by Hawaii Classic and Lawn Chair Team.
Hit anybody?
Thank you very much.
That hit.
Who? The white?
That white car.
Well, a white car that was coming by, a white Chevy.
No, I think it's the one sitting there.
Oh, a white car parked. I thought it was the Chevy Suburban. There is another car, got hit by that. So that'll come out of Kiefer's paycheck. Ball in the dirt. It just means he has to pay. He gets the kids menu next meal.
White one sitting right there. Who knows? One of them got
2-2. Wagner delivers. Swung on in a high hopper over to second, and it's handled cleanly. The throw is made, and the out recorded.
Good defense.
And that'll end the inning. So yet again, the Expos able to get on, but cannot bring anybody in. And it's still a narrow 1-0 game.
No hits, 1 error, 1 man left on base.
windshield.
After 5 innings, your score, Aberdeen
Is it?
22 Expos
I don't
1,
know.
Brookings Post
I'm just
74
making
0.
assumptions.
Yeah.
86.
I didn't see the bounce or hear the street sound. It sounded pretty,
The car alarm didn't go off, so that's new. That's good.
yes.
No hits, no runs, no earned runs, no error, or 1 error on the second baseman Hyde, and 1 man left on, bringing the total up to 5 for the Expos. And so Schlosser's been pitching great. If he can just pitch forever, that would be fantastic. If he could pitch all the way through, our Expos still probably win. They need to play near perfect, if not perfect, defense, because the margin for error very slim, despite how well Schlosser has pitched. How many does he have left?
He's at 80, so he has
At 80.
25 left.
He could do it. 2 more innings to go. He's been
For Brookings Post 74 in the 6th inning, the right fielder, number 1, Kevin Hemrick.
averaging 16 an inning. He could make it with that. No, he could. Wait, no, he couldn't.
No. I mean, he could if he get a lot of first or second pitch swings.
Yeah. So 0-1 count to Hemrick. Just away, they say. Very close, borderline, in the shadow of the zone. Hemrick didn't run to first his last time up on a pop-up that Schlosser dropped. Outside ball taken. He also struck out swinging in the first, but who hasn't? Schlosser. Curveball. Strike 2. The batter thinks about it well after the pitch reaches him, and he's like, oh shoot, that was a strike.
Jeez, he's eating them up.
2-2. Schlosser for number 12. Kicks, delivers, taken off the shoulder blade, and a hit by pitch puts the leadoff man on. Tying run aboard in the top of the 6th here. Second hit by pitch for Schlosser on the day.
The second baseman, number 20, Talon Hyde.
Hemrick gets off the hook, and it brings up Hyde. Hyde has struck out twice, 1 looking, 1 swinging. Hemrick leading off at first. Pick off. He's not going to get dirty. That could cost him at some point. I don't know.
I don't know why he didn't slide.
No, he didn't want to get wet.
Afraid he was gonna stick.
Yeah. These are white pants. Mom just cleaned them. Bunt shown, and he puts it, but does not get it. There's a play at first, but Rippentrop was not aware of that. Rippentrop was not aware of that. He didn't know there was a play. The runner was caught in between. Brager threw, but Rippentrop was not covering.
He does not like to slide, apparently.
And it's 0-1 for Hyde. Another bunt shown. It's a good one, put down. Picked up by Schlosser. He slips, but throws and makes the out. Some uneven, some slippery footing there. Causing some concern, but nothing major. And the sacrifice bunt will move the
Number 28,
tying run
Dane Friedrich.
into scoring position. That's the first out. It brings up Friedrich with the beard. Man on second, 1 out. Oh, pick off, they got him! He just doesn't want to slide! Hemrick refusing to get the pants dirty, and it costs him. Hemrick yet again. He was the one who didn't run for first on the pop-up. Just not sacrificing for the team right now.
That's just brutal.
And the pickoff finishes
I don't understand.
possibly his day,
First off, he
at least on offense.
That's perspective.
And that's, you know, if you're the coach, what can you say to us?
You tell him to slide.
I know, but he obviously should know that.
I doubt it.
0-2 for Friedrich.
And he wandered way too far off the
Which
bag.
I also doubt it. But gosh.
Swung on and hit hard into right. Hassett going back on it, and it'll get fair towards the wall. That likely would have scored the runner. The second hit of the game is a 2-out double from Tane Friedrich. How important was that pickoff?
The left fielder, number 10.
Just the second hit of the day for Friedrich.
Did you hear me over there?
No.
Just second hit total. And it brings up Jay Harris.
Well, he's not really built for himself.
Somebody here.
They're bringing in a runner.
Pitch run?
Yeah, so they're going to take Friedrich out.
Who is it?
We got a 6.
15, it looks like. 1-5.
15?
Yep.
Okay.
Yep. One.
Very hard to see this one.
15 is correct Wilson. I'll wait for this pitch.
Yeah.
Strike one.
Running at second base, number 15, Brett Wilson.
Breck Wilson will take up second as a pinch runner. And he represents the tying run as well.
Past the three-point line, just in case I got things-
Curveball, strike. No, yes. Strike two. It felt like a strike. I wasn't sure. It was kind of a late signal. And 0-2, looking for yet another punch out to finish the inning and get through 6 scoreless for Trevor Schlosser. The wind at his back at the moment, making those pinstripes dance.
See that dude who got picked off probably took himself out of consideration for MVP.
And they're going to talk with Caldwell, probably about the approach here. Caldwell putting the hustle in, though, heading out there. You'll never see a faster mound visit.
92.
There he goes, hustling right off. He hasn't forgotten that from his hard hat days. Every time the hard hats start off the game, they sprint out to their positions, and they do it after the inning as well. You'll see that. I think the Expos do that too. 0-2 for Harris. He struck out once. Check swing just off the plate, trying to get him to bite on an outside curveball. Nearly worked. It's still the narrowest of margins right now for the Expos. It swung on and fouled away into the street.
Foul balls can be returned to the concession stand for $1, sponsored by
Good luck finding that one. It's also on a hill, so it's probably going to be somewhere in the gutter. Huge moment here in the course of this game. Trevor Schlosser kicks, delivers, curveball high. Throw back to him, nearly gets away. Is that a taped together batting helmet that Breck Wilson's using? I think that's masking tape on it. 2-2. Outside again. And the count full. So I don't think he'll be going the distance. This has been a pretty pitch-heavy inning. I'd expect Hassett or Inhofer to come in for the save. Should they inherit a lead? Oh! Just in. And the patience rewarded for Jay Harris.
The catcher, number 25, Max Jensen.
That's a big deal. It brings up Jensen. 2 on, 2 out. Up by just a single run here in the Junior Legion Class A State Tournament Semifinals. Season has culminated to this. Jensen 0 for 2, 1 strikeout, looking 1 ground out to second. Curveball, strike 1. He loves that curveball on the inside of the plate. especially throwing it to righties.
Hi, Vaughn, how you doing?
That's a pitch he can always locate, it seems.
Well, I took a picture, I don't know if it's very good, but I did. No, it showed me.
He swings on a very high curveball and fouls it away. Maybe more self-defense than an attempt.
Yeah, well, I kind of did, I took a picture of my section of the crow's nest.
Sioux Falls West settling in here, getting ready for their game, watching under the canopy.
Yeah.
Still sprinkling.
Oh, I could.
He has 11. Could he get 12 and get out of the inning? 0-2. It's swung on and softly lobbed over the second baseman. This could be it. Has it. Throwing it in. Ribbentrop has a play at third, but it falls out of his hand. And the runner is kept at third base. Would have been a close play at the plate, but judging by the Ribbentrop drop, I think it would have been safe. Another hit, and the bases are loaded here with 2 outs for Trevor Schlosser.
The center fielder, number 34, Ryder Anderson.
I thought he should have sent him. Would have been close. Would have been a close play that you might not get another chance to score.
All right, Ryder Anderson back up. Bases loaded. 2 outs.
Guy struck out twice.
Trevor Schlosser on the mound still. First pitch, swing and a miss. Anderson has struck out on 3 pitches every time.
Yeah, this guy's fans twice.
So, 7 straight strikes to Anderson.
John Wayne saying he shoots those all up to the guy in the
Yeah, and when we changed one.
There's a ball. First time he's, well, not swung at one.
I would have taken the chance because you might not get another one.
1-1 Anderson. Trying to be a hero here for Brookings. Post 74 shoots. 1-1. Curveball, strike 2. That was a hanging curveball down the middle. And he did not swing at that one. Anderson struck out twice so far in this game. Schlosser. Full arsenal at his disposal. He does it again! With the bases loaded, Trevor Schlosser gets the 12th strikeout of the night.
No runs.
And Brookings is held off the board yet again. What a performance for Trevor Schlosser.
3 men left on base. After 5.5 innings, you score.
And you have to look back at that single and wonder if they should have sent home Breck Wilson.
Yes, they should have.
You gotta look back at the guy that did the
And not get picked a second.
Yeah, the guy who was picked off at second, too. Hemrick would have certainly scored on that double from Tane Frederick.
104.
That's where I'm at too. So
104, so he's effectively out. He can start one more at bat.
Doug, would you do me a favor? My wife would like you to take a picture of me pretending to do something.
I probably.
2 hits lead to no runs.
We've seen some at the 12U. There we go.
Yeah.
There are no earned runs. There is no errors. And 3 men left on. There are 8 left on now by Trevor Schlosser.
Appreciate it.
Or it could be about a 5-2 game going the other way too.
That's the only way I would let my kid wear one. I think they're not mistake.
What's that?
Those stupid sliding glove things that everybody's got. $100 for
I
something
get it,
that.
you get your hand hurt or something once and.
Well, then there's
Kind of like kid wasn't even
just in case.
40 in it for.
Oh yeah, at least.
I get
Yeah.
the throwing hand. I get that.
Yeah. Like if you're
Put an oven mitt on.
pitcher.
Yeah. And that's what we're just talking about.
All right, there you go.
Yankton Screwballs, they had 9U team or 12U team or whatever they are. One of the kids on the team made oven mitt, like he put a logo and stuff on them
Yes.
for everybody and gave them to the team. They're actual oven mitts.
Well,
And the Expos still clinging to a 1-run lead, trying to give their closer a little more room to work with. Trevor Schlosser somehow getting out of trouble
Towards the higher level, we actually have
and finishing another inning scoreless.
Yeah, little kids.
Something to note,
Yeah.
the listed coach here today for the Shoots is Rhett Zielinski. The previous coach, the one who was the head coach, was ejected after arguing
Number 14.
about the catcher being ejected. Here, I'll take those. I can move those out of the way.
No, you're fine.
Okay.
I'm trying to find.
Those are the ones that are.
First pitch ball.
Okay, these are the good ones.
These are the ones that
I got it.
I gave Brandon Valley's
I
back.
feel kind of bad for that kid who didn't slide.
We should be able to get rid of all three of them here.
Too.
I know.
Strike one.
Same way when he didn't run on that pop-up, but, you know, you got nobody
This
to blame
was
but
here.
yourself.
Oh.
Yeah. Sorry.
Hadley Burris leads off the inning. He's usually the one bringing people in. He's going to have to start something. It's still lightly raining.
But ourselves.
You're exactly right.
1 and 2. Wagner still in the game. Fouled off the end of the bat. Wagner pitched admirably. Only allowed 3 hits.
Nail him back and spill the Legion.
And 1 run.
Well,
I didn't even think of it last night.
He delivers up.
I mean, we talked
Coach
about
doesn't
it at
flinch.
one point.
That's pretty cool.
Well, that I grew a brain thinking, well,
And the ball just out of the field of play, so we can continue to play.
these guys know he's going.
Only by a matter of inches.
And I was up there.
Check swing taken. He did not go at all.
To do that.
But the appeal, I don't
Of
know.
course I did.
Good for you.
And I forgot it.
No penalty if you're wrong.
Yeah.
Take a shot.
2 and 2. Wagner sets up, delivers, high.
You know, if I thought there was any chance at all, I'd always appeal. Just 'cause
The count
they
is
give it
full.
to you, no harm. Other than the umpire
Burris
start to get ticked off at.
with a walk and a fly out. He grounds one over to short. Schneider handles it on a hop. The throw across the diamond got him. A good throw. Burris ran well down the line.
That's not, that number 9 is not a period.
The second baseman, number 19, Raiden Juvie.
Who's a kid from here that's a really good hockey player?
Sanderson.
Carter. Is he playing full state?
No, he doesn't even live here anymore. He's playing UHL hockey
In
east somewhere.
Sioux Falls.
Yeah.
Graydon Juvie 0 for 2 in this game. 2 for 10 overall.
Play hockey and
But this would be the time for him to get his hit.
high school this year.
First pitch of ball to him. Wagner throws high.
USHL hockey, not UHL.
USHL, like the Musketeers and the
Yeah, it's like
Sioux Falls Stampede.
A walk would be just as good as a single here. He takes a strike at the top of the zone.
Wow.
But they're on
Graydon Juvie took 3 walks last night. He'll take another one high. The umpire called a very good game, I'd say.
Oh, it's pro.
It is pro, but
Pro
it's
or
like
junior
they're
Only 2 calls where I'm like, eh. And even both of those, I could totally see the opposite being true. Taken high and inside. Graydon Juvie takes his 4th walk in less than 24 hours. And we'll head over to first base.
The shortstop, number 13, Dawson Inhofer.
And the runner now on, Graydon Juvie, a dangerous one, stole 2 bases so far in this tourney, has not been caught. Dawson Inhofer with a double and a strikeout. Shows bunt, pulls it back, throw back to first is offline, but blocked. They do have a replacement first baseman, as Friedrich was pinch ran for.
Their first baseman have a beard.
Kyson Reeves. Yeah, both of their first basemen have beards.
Or maybe it's the same kid.
Nope.
He's got a different jersey.
That's what we're going with.
Curveball. Ooh, okay. Called strike.
That's what we're going with. We put on number 40.
I have Kyson Reeves being the first baseman. Swung on and turned over to third. Handled cleanly. Relay to second, and it's dropped! Get back on the bag, sir! No, wait, is that still a force out?
They called him out. Yeah, well, he hadn't touched the bag yet.
Oh, I thought he did.
No,
He was peeling off.
Oh, no. Graydon Juvie out at second. Had he touched the bag, he would have been safe. And that'll be a fielder's choice.
Again, didn't want to slide.
I don't think he wanted to get interference.
Catcher, number 11,
You won't get it.
Carter
Just slide
Rager.
base.
He's like right
Just slide to the base.
Well,
102.
Inhofer
I don't think I counted it. So, yeah. Okay, I got 2 of them, right?
on first. He's uncatchable on the bases unless he turns back for no reason. He takes off. There's not going to be... Oh, there is a throw. It doesn't matter. He's safe. Dawson Inhofer always safe.
I didn't see what he called. I thought it was
Right.
Steals second.
I didn't see the arm go up, and that's what I was.
And Caldwell quickly talking with his catcher, Carter Brager. Inhofer, the only run of the game, scoring on a sac fly.
Kind of question. So I might miss that.
Yep, it's their own one.
It's gonna be it.
Swung on and hit up the middle. That's going to get through. Dawson Inhofer touching third. He's going to run in. The throw, a great one, but just late. Taking off for second, and that throw is offline. A RBI single from Carter Brager. And the Expos extend the lead twofold.
Well, I still got 104, so I'm at 104.
Sneaking into second on the throw is Carter Brager.
First baseman.
His first hit of the day comes at just the right time.
I have 104 for him right
Yep.
now.
Yep. And they're gonna let him go to another batter. Might as well.
Inhofer, both runs. That's popped up. Should be playable. Jensen, don't even try it.
Nobody got there.
And that'll be a foul ball.
Last hitter for this fella.
McCoy Rippentrop
Right
going to be the final at-bat here for Wagner. Wagner running up against the pitch count. Inhofer maybe now going to get ready. I don't know who's coming in to close. I'm guessing Hassett or Inhofer. No bullpen activity, but low ball. Yeah, they could put Schlosser for one more at-bat. Against the 9-hole hitter, Conrad.
Give him one more batter.
1-1. Fouled away.
But he is extremely unlikely to finish the inning.
Yeah.
There is a way.
Is there? What, if everybody
No,
quits?
there isn't, because at 105, then he can't face the next batter, even if he doesn't throw a pitch.
If the first batter
Yeah, I know.
triples and tries to
Yeah,
steal
I
home.
understand that, but he isn't gonna be out there when the guy tries to steal home.
1-1. Ball in the dirt.
Because he's not on already.
Yeah.
Because there is a way to get through
Yeah.
an inning with one pitch.
Yeah,
But
it would be really weird, but I don't imagine it's ever happened, but it could.
2-2.
it's possible.
Wagner on his last batter. Rippentrop swings and drives one into the glove of the second baseman. What a grab.
Nice.
Great grab from Tao and Hyde will end the inning. The Expos do put up another run thanks to Dawson Inhofer and Carter Brager, the same duo that put up the first run of the game.
One man left on base.
And here we go. Ben Hassett coming out from right field.
4-0.
He will be the closer. Ben Hassett with a devastating curveball, an ERA sub .3. He is out here to close out the game. 15.
You might get a reward for it, but Wagner pitched the heck of a game.
Yeah, Hassett did great. Schlosser in position for the win. Finishes the game with 6 innings pitched, 3 hits allowed, 2 hit by pitches, 2 walks, and 12, count them, 12 strikeouts.
Who's out there pitching?
I would have laughed the very last time.
15, that's Hassett. No,
Probably will.
Yeah.
yeah, that's Hassett.
In that inning, 1 hit led to 1 run. It was earned. There were no errors, and 1 man was left on base. 2-0 the score. Ben Hassett in charge of finishing this one out.
The first day I looked
The pilot
said you're second.
to handle the landing. Giddings moves into right, I believe. No, 19. Juvie now in right.
Strongest arm. He's like, kind of shakes his head. You're the leader.
There must be a new infielder.
So who's the second base?
So Burr is still on third. Shortstop is still...
According to 22's game changer, we got Burris at third, Inhofer at short, Giddings
moves to second.
Rippentrop at first.
So the DH Giddings moves to second
Yeah,
base.
obviously you're hoping that doesn't matter.
For Brookings post 74 in the 7th inning, the third baseman, Number 27, Will Conrad.
Here comes the lefty, Ben Hassett. He's been untouchable this season. First pitch, swing and a miss. He's got a wicked curveball coming from a 3/4 delivery. As I mentioned, an ERA of 0.386. Second pitch, a curveball just off. Should have a slight advantage here, but a lefty pitching to mostly righties. Though the leadoff man, Christopherson, is also a lefty, so it'll help there. Swung on, fouled away. He does not bring the heat the same way, but he sure does have some nasty stuff. Hassett, one of the more promising guys here. He's pitched 25 innings, allowed 1 earned run. Only 5 walks as well. 5 walks over 25 innings is just kind of crazy. Conrad, 1 for 2 on the day. Curveball, strike 3 called! Ben Hassett, 1 down here in the top of the 7th. They can smell it.
Center fielder, number 11.
A trip to the Junior State Tournament Championship, just 2 outs away. And Trey Christopherson coming up yet again. Lefty, lefty. Fastball, or no, curveball, strike 1. He hits his mark no matter what. Ben Hassett. Filling up the zone with nasty stuff. Curveball again, swung on into center, and it'll get down. Kiefer will fall over. And heading to second is Christopherson. Throw to second is high and late. And that'll be they'll go down as a double for Christopherson. Kiefer slipped in the outfield grass, which is a little bit wet. And thanks to Dawson Inhofer, that is not the tying run.
The shortstop, number 9, Cooper Schneider.
Up comes Schneider. Schneider struck out twice against Schlosser and walked. But he's a 2-hole hitter for a reason. Strike 1, fastball outside corner. That run on second, not totally mattering. The run at home, the one that would tie. Curveball, strike 2! And the sun coming out again, shining here at Hyde Stadium in Pierre on this a little chilly Sunday morning. 0-2. Hassett. Swing and a miss, strike 3! 2 down now in the top of the 7th. Hassett, that nasty curveball, getting a swing and a miss, nothing but air from Cooper Schneider. 2 strikeouts. And Gavin Hemrick back up. He's the one who did not slide, was picked off at second. Also didn't run on the pop-up, which could have been a hit, or an error and reaching base with a man on third. Swing and a miss. It was a check swing, didn't matter, it was in the zone. Strike 1. Trying to finish this thing off. Ben Hassett looking for the save. Post 22 Expos. On the verge of reaching the state championship here at the junior tournament. Oliver Fell bringing it to you. You're watching Hard Hats TV. I promised that I would make it Expos TV. Say that up there. If they made the championship, I will. We'll have a little themed thing, and I'll post the stream. It'll be a 2:30 game, approximately. Though you never know. You know, it's raining today. 1-1. Curveball, just low. Does not get a swing. Hemrick left a lot of things on the table. He should have been the run in the last inning. That scored. Curveball hits the zone again. And just 1 strike away Ben Hassett trying to strike out the side and send post 22 to the championship game. Hassett looks back, delivers. Swing and a miss, he did it! The post 22 Expos are headed to the championship game here at the Junior Legion State Tournament. A fantastic pitching game between Schloesser and Hassett.
The final score, Rapid City post 22 Expos 2.
Finish off the inning, 1 hit, no runs, no earned runs, no errors, 1 man left on, a total of 9 left on base.
On a fine season.
And the Expos will head to the championship game later today.
Still quite an achievement. We congratulate you for your efforts this year.
The Chuttes of Brookings post 74 lose 2-0. They definitely had their opportunities.
About 2:30 or so.
And about 2:30 we will have the game. Expos will play the winner of the 4-seeded Brandon Valley Lynx and the Sioux Falls West squad post 15. That game going to happen at noon here. And the Expos will play them. Stay tuned. Championship game coming up in the afternoon. Clear your schedules. Tell everybody about it. Expos trying to win a state championship here in Pierre. I'm Oliver Fell. You've been watching Hard Hats TV. Thank you all for tuning in. I'll see you later today. 2:30. Be there.
Bob Judson, Paul Marceau, Bob Lowry, Brad Scheffelbein, Rodney Stosher,